Quarterback controversy?
No, I don't think so. Let's find out. Here he is from the from the Athletic 49er Insider, Vic Tafur. How are you today, Vic? Do we have Vic? Get Vic. Hello, Vic. Vic Tafur should be joining us.
Line one.
Yes.
Vic, line one.
Hello.
Hey, Vic.
All right,
You
Vic.
okay? Sorry about that. We had some issues on our end. You okay?
I'm doing good, man. How you guys doing?
Good. Sorry about that. Thank you for your time. We know you're busy. I just mentioned that according to your reporting and the reporting of Matt Barrows, Mac Jones is looking good. And, of course, the Eagle fan over here, Kyle Draper, says, quarterback controversy, trying to stir up trouble. Tell us how Mac Jones has looked for what that's worth, please.
Well, that would be a hot story. You pay a guy $250 million and he gets beat up by Mac Jones. That'd be something big. No, I think he looks fine. I mean, I'm not, to me, training camp is not really going to tell me a lot about a quarterback as far as, but he's a guy who's obviously an experienced guy. He knows what it takes, and he's doing a good job of learning the offense. So I think he's been sharp. I think that's kind of a good thing. A good backup is always good to have.
Mm-hmm. Vic Tafur joining us. Vic, looking at some of the camp notes from you and Matt, I know it's not a sexy topic, but is there really a kicker competition going on right now?
Oh, it's hot, man. It's a hot battle. When the ladies start going at it, the other reporters start charting the kicks. They write down the distances. They everyone, all eyes are on the two kickers, which for me, it's July, but I think it definitely will go down to the end. I think both these guys look good so far. Moody made some adjustments to his technique, and really, in my mind, he was good last year, and he got hurt, and he was not good. But to me, that's a pretty valid excuse if you're a kicker and you get hurt. I don't know why fans hate the guy so much, but they brought in Greg Joseph, who's going to give him a good run for his money.
I think Matt Barrows suggested that it might come down to how they kick in the preseason. Would you concur with that?
Ooh.
I do think it's good. I think they want someone to push Moody. I think Joseph definitely is a guy been around for a long time, and looks like he's doing a good job in practice so far in training camp. So, yeah, I think whoever kicks the best in games will win this job.
Vic Tafur joining us. Vic, I was just teasing my counterpart here about last season, 6-11. I'm like, man, that's sort of the Giants territory, if you will. All kidding aside. What do you view as the ceiling for this year's 49ers team, considering the schedule, considering, where the NFC is? What's best case scenario you think for this Niners squad?
I think the number in Vegas is 10.5 wins. I think it's a good over bet. I think they're in good shape. I think last year they had a lot of injuries. I think they obviously lost some guys this year in free agency, but they replaced most of those guys. They have their core still intact. There's 7, 8 legitimate star players who are still on board. McCaffrey looks like he's healthy and ready to go. So the schedule you mentioned is pretty easy. So I think the vibes are good. They got Purdy locked up. They got George Kittle locked up. Fred Warner's locked up. So all their stars are in place. They got some young guys in defense. So everyone's pretty optimistic at this point down at Niners camp.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of over-unders, I know you recently had your post of your advice, and I don't remember, Vic. I read the piece, but did you have the 49ers? Was that one of your recommended overs?
That was an over. It wasn't like a best play,
Gotcha.
Go now and put the house down on it. But, I like the over.
Mm-hmm. Okay. To what extent do you think their success this year is going to hinge on finding 2, maybe 3 defensive starters out of the young guys that they drafted?
Definitely a big part of it. I think so far all indications are good. I think Michael Williams looks like he'll be a stud. And the other guy, C.J. West, has kind of been one of the stars of camp so far. He's like a kind of big fire hydrant kind of guy out in the middle. Mm-hmm. Violent hands. He's kind of pissing off a lot of old linemen in practice, which is always a good sign.
Vic Tafur joining us. Vic, conversely, how much is on the shoulders of Christian McCaffrey, you think, this season versus, a couple of years ago or even the start of, middle of last season?
Yeah, I think he's definitely fired up. He definitely mentioned he looks like he's fully healthy, looks good in practice, and a great highlight that he did that kind of went viral on a deep catch for being a linebacker pretty good. So I think he wants to prove he's still one of the top 5 offensive players in the game. I think that looks like that'll be the case. So definitely get a big workload. I think he'll be a guy who fantasy guys will love this year again.
Mm-hmm. Vic Tafur, 49er insider from The Athletic. Nice enough to join us. Do we know where things stand right now with Juwan Jennings, Vic?
We don't. We're told day-to-day, which could mean anything. That could mean he's back tomorrow. It could mean he's out for for 2 months. So I think they're hopeful it's a calf injury, but yeah, it's kind of unknown at this point.
How about his contractual situation? Where does it? Do you think that they're talking to him, or what do you think's going on there?
Yeah, I think there was some headway going. I think it was moving in the right direction. I think I don't know how much he wants or what he's going to require to be happy, but they realize that he's been a valuable piece of the team so far. They realize he has some leverage with other guys being hurt, like Ayuk and Pierce always came back from a hamstring. So I think he's valued, which I think is always a good thing. I'm not sure what that means as far as how long they want to give him an extension or how much, but I do believe they're talking and things are definitely in a good, harmonious way right now.
Harmonious. Nice.
Harmonious.
Nice.
Unlike last year, right? Around this time, anything but harmonious out there in Niners camp. Vic, how would you handicap the division right now?
I think it's pretty tough. I think it's obviously the Rams. Stafford is hurt. I don't know how long he'll be out, but it's definitely without him, they're definitely a lot worse. No offense to all the Jimmy G fans out there, but I think it's a big step back from Stafford to Jimmy G. So the Seahawks, I think, are also kind of underrated. So I think they're kind of interesting. The Cardinals, I have no idea. The Kyler Murray every year seems like everyone says this is going to be the year, and then the year passes and didn't happen. So I think the Niners should be favored probably in my book of them with the Rams, but with the Stafford thing, it's a big question mark for the Rams.
Mm-hmm. How much of an impact would you guess that Robert Saleh is going to have this year?
Well, the players are very excited about him. I know Shanahan's excited about him. He's fired up. I think, they mentioned when he was here, he kind of built his defense, and his system is still kind of in place. He can tweak it a little bit, but I think most have mentioned the other day how he commands the room. And that was sorely missed when he was gone. So everyone's excited about it. That's definitely one of the big reasons why people are excited about the season.
Vic Tafur joining us. Vic, I wanted to ask you about the Raiders real quick because they're over under, I think, at about 7.5. Pete Carroll, you got a quarterback in Geno. What do you make of them this season?
I think it'll be close to that number. I'm not sure. Definitely the whole Christian Wilkins thing does not help. He was definitely a guy they're counting on, and they lost a big-time player. I know there's some weird things coming out now, and I think there'll be more weird things that come out in the near future about his behavior. So I don't know if that's a subtraction, if it's an addition in the end, but clearly talent-wise, that's a big loss they probably couldn't afford to have on the defense.
See, Vic, you leave there and just all heck breaks loose there.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It was a circus when I was there, though. It was a circus forever.
I wanted to ask you before we let you go about the Eagles over-under for.
No need to ask. We Super Bowl champs, Vic. Don't need to ask.
It's a new season.
Put some respect. All right, what is the over-under number?
The over-under. What's your recommendation on the Eagles?
I can't remember. It's a number it's pretty high.
11.5. Yeah, 11.5.
I think I have going under just because I figured they're going to they have a lot of new faces on defense. I think they might take, and they're kind of built for the playoffs. They don't really care about wins the rest of the season, I don't think. So I think I got the under, but it'll be close. They'll probably be primed for the playoffs. So I wouldn't worry about the Eagles too much if you're an Eagles fan.
Yeah, I thought you took the under. That's really why I asked you. So
no, that's like Vic said. We're all about championships. We don't care about games in September.
Yeah.
We're built for the playoffs.
You got any more for Mr. Tafur?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Vic, thank you. We appreciate it very much. We enjoy your coverage, and we hope to talk to you again soon.
All right, boys. Take care.
Yeah.
All right, now.
The one and only Vic Tafur. What was that? Did you talk to him beforehand or something about that?
No, you can just hear
about
Vic.
the Eagles.
Not worried.
They're not worried about how many games they win.
He sees it like when you understand the sport of football, like me and Vic do. You
you need to stop.
You like that, Jay? You know what I mean? We see it very similarly. You know, you don't win the Super Bowl in September. So when the Niners start 3-1 or 4-0, I want to hear it. Niners.
You're gonna hear it. Yeah.